Hi V, hi everyone else, and welcome to Gaping Chasm. This is my July reading vlog and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I got a fair amount of reading done this month, I'm not gonna lie. There was a point where I thought, oh, I'm not gonna finish that much, but I kept pushing onward. Kudos to me. Really not much else to say for this intro. I hope you enjoy this video. I did try to do it a little differently than I've done reading vlogs in the past. I tried to keep it shorter. I tried to keep like my updates really more succinct because hour-long reading vlogs may not be as interesting as like a condensed version could be. I also tried to include B-roll. I had fun taking the B-roll. I don't know if it's going to work the way I want it to, or if you're going to appreciate it the way I want it to, but all of the same, it is in there, and I thought it was fun to experiment and kind of do that, and yes. Okay, time for the July reading vlog. I'm going to try to be less rambly in this video because one, it's a total bitch to edit when I'm super rambly, and two, it's really boring to watch me just like repeat myself 4 different ways. So without further ado, let's get into July, which cannot believe it's July. This year is halfway over. Oh my god. And I'm starting the month with God's Grave, book 2 in the Nevernight series. I could have gotten the dust jacket, put it on, but I decided not to, so God's Grave. That's a prettier picture for you. Nevernight is the story of Mia Corvair, who the first book is kind of like an assassin coming of age story, which is definitely a genre. Okay, there's so many books like that, and it's sort of Mia going to be trained as an assassin. She has like 3 people that she wants dead for revenge against destroying her family. So it's very cool. Book 2 so far, I'm just about 100 pages in. It's very good. I forgot how much I missed Mia. I forgot how absolutely violent and bloody these books are. Also just brilliant, and I just adore. This book is sort of split into 2 narratives happening at once, at least for now. There's like a flashback that takes up the first half of every chapter, and then a what's happening currently. The flashbacks are focusing around Mia working as a blade and one particular case, I guess, so far. I don't want to like spoil anything if you're going to read these books. And then the current day stuff is her starting training as a gladiator, basically. So that's really cool. And these are this is the Illumicrate exclusive edition hardcover, so I'm very lucky to have that. After this book, I've been kind of debating what to pick up, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be book 4 in the Dresden Files series, which is Summer Night. So I am very excited to go back to the Dresden Files. I definitely planned on reading more of them by this point in the year, but I'm okay because I was happily distracted by other wonderful books. I am also going to try not a book buying ban per se, which I have done very good not buying books, except last month I totally lost my mind and bought like 3. It was crazy. But I'm going to try to just be very conscious about book buying moving forward and trying not to spend extra money on books, like not just buying books because I feel sad and I want to buy something. That's kind of what happened last month. And in non-bookish necessarily news, but like bookish tangential, I had a major breakthrough with a novel idea I've been working on. I haven't really put much pen to paper with this story yet, but I've been sort of working on characters and just plot sort of in the back of my head, and last night something major just clicked for one of the characters in particular, but that ended up affecting, you know, the other 3 main characters in their own ways. So really excited about that, and if progress keeps going on the story idea, maybe I will talk about it in one of these vlogs. Let's hope this is a great reading month. Right now I'm feeling good about it, but also I don't know if I'll be able to read as many as I read last month, which was a crazy amount. So we will see. We will see. Alright, really quick, really exciting update. First of all, I'm about halfway through God's Grave, really enjoying it. The story has really kicked into gear. I did not expect to enjoy the plot of this book as much because it's a lot of time spent with Mia training-ish and just doing like gladiator stuff. Really engaging. I really like the side characters in this one, especially Sidonius. I think he's very interesting. But the real reason I wanted to update today is even more exciting, and that is that I have finally managed to snag one of my unicorn books. So if you don't know the term, a unicorn book is like a book that is really hard to get your hands on because of the edition or whatever, and is maybe sold for like ridiculous amounts on eBay, but you really, really want it and you'd be willing to spend like a bigger deal than like most books. And you know, you go hunting for it and sometimes it's not even for sale online or anything. Well, I have snagged one and I'm so excited, and it was pretty reasonable. Like, it was far less than I've seen it for anywhere else, and that is the UK hardcover edition of Muse of Nightmares. If you watched my last reading vlog, you know I was a huge fan of that book, and I am just really torn up and sad that I wasn't on top of things and didn't buy the UK hardcovers of Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares, which are just gorgeous editions. I'm sad that I didn't take advantage of that opportunity. But I found it. I found it on Abe Books today. I just, every once in a while, I go through my like little mental list of unicorn books and I Google them, see if they're on sale anywhere for like a reasonable price. Like, I'm not gonna be purchasing like a $400 book. That's definitely not in the budget. But yeah, Muse of Nightmares was on Abe Books, being sold by Saffron Books, which seems to be like a small bookstore in the UK. I'm not really too sure, but it has been paid for. It's not quite on its way yet, but the fact that it's been paid for and processed and everything has me just really excited for this book. And I will definitely do an unboxing and take a million pictures of it when it arrives. And just, I guess if you're curious, other like unicorn books that are on my list are obviously the UK hardcover of Strange the Dreamer, the Waterstones Rune edition of Lady Midnight. That's the one I always see charged at like a ridiculous amount. The UK Waterstones edition of Wayward Son, which has like the floral print edges. Goldsboro, however you say it, edition of The Starless Sea. The hardcover of, the UK hardcover of Uprooted, and actually I think that's it. So not too many unicorn books, but they're all kind of hard to get a hold of, unfortunately. One can try. Just really, really, really excited about this. It is, I think the price it was at, really good price. I'm really pleased about it. And it's got stained edges and is numbered and signed, which is really exciting too. I finished it. Oh my god. Is that really how it ends? So much happened at the very ending and I am mostly speechless. Like, wow, what an ending. What an ending. Everything in part 3 was just like absolutely phenomenal. Like, it grabbed me and would not let me go, and it was so good. Like, this whole book was amazing. Not gonna lie, this is by far better than the first one. Well, I shouldn't say by far, because I liked the first one a lot too. But God's Grave was so much better than Nevernight. Oh my god. Oh, oof. I don't know how I'm gonna survive Dark Dawn. Oh. But yeah, I'll definitely be reading that soon. My next read is gonna be book 4 in the Dresden Files series. It's still up on the shelf. I haven't pulled it down yet. My god, God's Grave was so good. I am doing Bookstagram photos and watching Gilmore Girls because it's been a long time since I've watched Gilmore Girls. So yes, just wanted to pop in. I've been reading a lot, but I haven't finished anything. So to do a quick update because I realized I hadn't. I finished Summer Night 2 nights ago. No, yesterday. I finished it yesterday, and I'm starting to read White Trash Warlock, which I got as an ARC via NetGalley. I haven't read an ARC in a long time, so kind of fun to be returning to that. I am about a quarter of the way through, and I'm enjoying it. I guess I'm enjoying it. It's kind of disconcerting to go to like another urban fantasy having just finished a Dresden Files book, because I mean, say what you will about that series, it's kind of like top tier urban fantasy, so it's kind of hard to like live up to, but I am enjoying White Trash Warlock so far. When I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna read Dark Dawn, but I'm not 100% sure, so we'll find out together. Okay, popping in. I just did some book photography, which is why I'm wearing a jacket, because I think when I photograph myself in the book photography, I look better when I'm wearing jackets and layers. And my hair is really greasy. Want to pop in. I know it's been a couple days since I updated it. I've been having some technical issues. My external hard drive filled up completely, and I'm waiting on another one to arrive. And my computer is just also being kind of annoying. But I did finish White Trash Warlock a couple days ago. I am preparing a review of some sort. I think I'm going to film a review, as well as maybe do some sort of typed out review to post on Instagram. We'll see. That'll definitely be up by the end of the month, at least the typed out version. I don't know if the recorded version will be out by the end of the month. I liked it well enough. It was fine. I think it's really hard to go to a different urban fantasy when you are like in the midst of a Dresden Files read, because Dresden Files really do set the bar for urban fantasy in a lot of ways. But I did like White Trash Warlock. I thought it was in general good, and I'd recommend it when it comes out in October, I think. The basic premise is that Adam is a witch, a magical practitioner, and he is looking for a warlock that he thinks might be his father, who is like, a warlock is a witch who like hurts other magical beings, and so he's looking for a warlock that he thinks might be his father, who went missing when he was really young, and at the same time, he is called back to visit his brother, who now lives in Colorado, in Denver, and his brother's wife is possessed by something, so his brother calls him. They don't have a great relationship because his brother sent him to a mental institution when they were still teenagers. And yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. I am just basically vaguely familiar with the Denver area because I have friends who live out there. So I was texting my one friend. I was like, oh my god, they're going to this place. And yeah, it felt a little bit like on purpose, hitting all the like tropey attractions. They do go to Casa Bonita, which was a lovely treat. But anyways, yes, I did like it. I think I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 stars or something like that, maybe 4 stars. I gotta think about it a little bit and reflect. But I did start Death Masks. I was originally going to start Dark Dawn, but I want to do a like mini reading vlog just for that, kind of like how I did Crescent City, and my dad is off this week, so I won't have a lot of time to just record myself reading and talking to the camera and whatnot. But Death Masks is book 5 in the Dresden Files series, and I'll read the back of it. Duel with the Red Court of Vampires champion who must... Oh, I didn't read from the top. Harry Dresden, Chicago's only practicing professional wizard, should be happy that business is pretty good for a change. But now he's getting more than he bargained for. A duel with the Red Court of Vampires champion who must kill Harry to end the war between vampires and wizards. Professional hitmen using Harry for target practice. The missing Shroud of Turin. A handless and headless corpse that Chicago police need identified. Not to mention the return of Harry's ex-girlfriend Susan, who's still struggling with her semi-vampiric nature, and who seems to have a new man in her life. Some days it just doesn't pay to get out of bed, no matter how much you're charging. Yeah, so I'm really excited to dive back into this. Peace Talks did just release like last week, I think. So I've been seeing talk about that. People seem to be in general enjoying Peace Talks, but I'm pretty sure Peace Talks and Battleground were at one point one novel that was split up, and people are not a fan of it having split up, which I understand. This Waldo Butters is in this one, and I'm trying to remember if this is the one where Mouse is introduced. I kind of want to like flip to the end to find out, but I think it'll also be a treat to just like read along. Find out that way. But Waldo Butters, I love him. That's up for like bookish and reading things so far. My Fairyloot for June is expected to come later this week. Fingers crossed it actually does. I have been completely spoiled for everything in the Fairyloot, but you know what, I'm not mad. It's been a long time. It shipped out weeks ago and it's taken a while, and you know what, I'm really excited to get it because I'm excited for what's in the box. So all is good, all is good. And I think, I mean, I haven't done too much reading this month so far. I do want to try to read a bit more. I want to get through Death Masks, Dark Dawn, and Bone Crier's Moon before the end of the month. So I think I can do it. I really think I can do it. I just have to, you know, actually sit down and read, which has been what the trouble is. Like, if I sit down and start reading, I get really invested in what I'm reading and I don't want to get up, but it's the actually sitting down and reading part that's been difficult. All right, that's it for today's update. All right, wanted to just pop in real quick because I finally got my June Fairyloot and I opened it and I'm really happy with it. Sadly, the tarot cards for this month were delayed in customs, so I got a little card in there saying that they'd come next month. So that's good. I really like the tarot cards. It's kind of sad that they were not included, but that's okay. I'm not really that upset. Yeah, so I thought I'd just show you what the box was. 2 books in this one, and I'm really excited for both of them. I think I'm more excited for the Gilded ones than I am for Forest of Souls. So let's just see them. So I think this art print is from the Blood Heir. We've got Bone Season Socks, Alice in Wonderland Tea, Diffuser, Starless Sea Patch, which I'm super stoked for. A book pin for The Shadows Between Us, which was a Fairyloot book earlier this year. These really cute elemental coasters for, like, okay, I can't open it with one hand. For Avatar, Forest of Souls, the Gilded ones, just the letter, the bookmark, and then, you know, card telling me that the tarot is delayed. Okay, I finished Death Masks and it was so good. I think it's probably one of my favorite endings in the series. I mean, minor spoilers, I guess. I really love the character of Johnny Marcone. I really love the Denarian plotline and, like, Lashiel, so I think, well, you know, if it ends with Lash. And I really love the Knights of the Cross, and I really loved this book. I really love this ending. I think this is when I was reading it the first time, Death Masks was the book that changed the game. The first time, like, I was already invested in the series, but now suddenly there's, like, a larger story going on. Not that there wasn't, like, the war with the Red Court is a pretty large through line, but the Denarians are just, I don't know, I love that plot line. But I'm going to be reading Bone Crier's Moon, which is was it Fairyloot? I think a Fairyloot exclusive. Hold on, it'll say. Yes. Bone Crier's Moon by Catherine Purdy. Ooh, let me actually grab the flappy. So it has a gorgeous cover. I've seen some really mixed reviews for this one. I personally was really excited for it. I thought it sounded good. The description reads, Bone Criers have a sacred duty. They alone can keep the dead from preying on the living, but their power to ferry the spirits of the dead into Goddess Alara's night heavens or Tyrus's underworld comes from sacrifice. The gods demand a promise of dedication at the cost of the Bone Crier's one true love. Elise has been prepared since birth to become the matriarch of the Bone Criers, but first she must complete her rite of passage and kill the boy she's destined to love. Bastion's father was slain by a Bone Crier, and he's been seeking revenge ever since, but his revenge comes too late. Elise's ritual has begun, and now their fates are entwined in life and death. Sabine has never had the stomach for a Bone Crier's work, but when her best friend Elise is taken captive, Sabine will do whatever it takes to break the bond between Elise and Bastion before they all die. So yeah, it's the first in a duology. I'm really excited. I think it sounds good. Like I said, mixed reviews online. I haven't really looked too far into it other than just, like, some people were disappointed, so I'm keeping my expectations really low. Otherwise, I don't think there's much else going on. Okay, so I know I haven't been like vlogging a lot this month, but so I have been cleaning my room and I've changed some things around that are bookish related, so I thought I would just give a couple quick moments about that. So first of all, this bookshelf is not new, but it's never been here before, and I'm sorry it's so blurry. Okay, it's less blurry now. So this bookcase actually used to be in kind of a different corner of my room. There's room for it there now because my bed is kind of like that for the air conditioner, but even when the air conditioner is gone, once fall comes, there should still be plenty of room for it to sit there because it's got less of a ledge than that, and that fits at the end of my bed normally, so that is exciting. This shelf doesn't get a lot of love from me. It's kind of where I put books that I'm not thinking about that often. Not necessarily like bad books, but just I'm not thinking about it. It has, at the bottom, you can't really see, but down there, I've got graphic novels. I've also got my manga and my Harry Potter books there as well, and some just other big books that don't fit, like Spiderwick Field Guide, The World of Ice and Fire, some art books. Down there we've also got like just other like how-to type books, and then I've obviously got my Avatar Funkos, which I'm super proud of. My Korra Funkos are on my regular bookcases. This is actually a shelf that I want to hang up at some point, but until that happens, it's just sitting there. Obviously a Mandalorian Funko, some Saga Funkos, but I did move that, and the reason I moved that will become clear in a minute. Look at that. Look at how much space that is. Do you know how much space that is? That's enough space for another bookcase. Because these are super filled. They're my Korra Funkos. These are super filled. And this is looking hideous. I want these on a shelf. And now I have room. I totally plan on buying a much taller than even these shelf. I did the measuring and everything, and the Billy bookcase that is really tall and really wide is gonna fit there. Obviously this black shelf I will take off. I just haven't yet. And the Hotel Artemis poster can go. It's kind of a relic. And then my laundry basket I'm going to move into my closet, which honestly I've been working on cleaning it. This is probably the most organized it's looked in a while. But this pile of clothing is going to end up actually hung up. And my laundry basket actually used to, my hamper, it used to be there until this pile came around. So yes, here's a peek into like the cool part of my closet though. There's more books in here. It's really dark, but yeah, I've got this double stacked back there. All of these shelves are double stacked with books. A lot of like children's books or nonfiction from school. And then I've got some more books back here, as well as just some like eclectic clutter. This plastic bag thing is actually V's. I need to figure out how to mail it out, but I think I have to do it a special way because it's nail polish. We've got some mugs, my candles, and I have them organized by season, so these are all summery candles. Look, I don't know if it'll be too blurry. There we go. Hobbit Hole, Cabe's Water, the cereal, green tea. This one, Orange Popsicle. I got that when I worked at Kirkland's. Most wonderful smelling summery candle ever. And then we've got my Harley, or actually my Birds of Prey Funkos. They're mostly Harley, but we've also got Huntress and Black Canary. And then I've got a bunch of tea. And this is a tin of cookies that will someday be a sewing tin, which is one of the reasons I wanted that tin. And then there's some books back there as well. Hurley and Claire bobbleheads from Lost. Another mug deodorant, because that's really exciting. This binder is from
senior year. You didn't think you'd be getting a closet tour, did you? Of my horribly messy closet. This is some more like tea stuff, deco. There's some stuff in there that it's basically a catch-all for things I need to find a place for that are like collectible. They're safe there. I've got my ShamWows cushioning them. And then down there are some bags. And then actually over here we've got a bow, a sword. This was when Nerf was making swords. I don't know, maybe they're still making swords. A poster that is collectible, but I will never hang up. And my Harry Potter wands and a Louisville Slugger. So yeah, this is enough room for a new bookcase, and I absolutely cannot wait to put it up. They are completely sold out of it at IKEA near me, and they don't deliver to my location. So I have like alerts on, and it's gonna tell me when they come in. And then after that happens, I'll pretty much be ready to put it up. My brother was like, you know, why not get another bookcase that you can get easily and quickly, but I want it to be this specific one because I plan on redoing all of my shelves at some point and getting them all matching. And you know, maybe after I get this new shelf, I'll finally do a bookshelf tour. We'll see. As you can kind of tell, there's not a lot of moving room, but yeah, it might be interesting. I'm so excited to get the new shelf. I don't know how much I can fit on there, but I'm hoping it's a lot. I will at some point be basically getting the whole wall bookshelved up. It doesn't look like I'm moving out anytime soon, so I'm gonna move forward with that plan. And these, as nice as they are, will probably end up getting replaced by taller ones. But that's not the priority. The priority is adding one here for now. And someday I will also be adding basically another one here to replace that cube I have. And I want to basically use the shelves to like put my TV on the shelves. Although now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I can keep it and just get like these long type shelves to go between the bookcases. That might be really interesting. But that's not an issue for today. But look at how beautiful they are. I do love them so much. Oh, one last thing, just because I want to address it here. So this chair is going to be discarded. It might look very nice, but if you sit on it, you can actually feel like every screw and nail, and I've actually been stabbed multiple times, and it's falling apart. Like every time I sit on it, it gets a little more, what's the term, like compromised. It gets a little more compromised. I've had this chair for probably like 8-9 years now. It's unfortunately time to say goodbye, but that box there with my hairbrush on top of it is gonna be the new chair, also from IKEA, so imagine that. Yeah, I'm excited. It's a lot lower to the ground, a lot smaller, a lot simpler, but pretty comfortable. More comfortable than I was expecting when I went to try it out, which, my God, was the most harrowing thing because I didn't want to go to IKEA during a pandemic. But we were really good. We were in and out. I wouldn't have done it, except I do want to like try a chair before I actually purchase the chair, kind of thing. And we have like a yearly disposal day coming up in August, or actually like August 2nd, so like next week. So we had to kind of act on it quickly. But my God, I did not want to be in IKEA during a pandemic. It was packed. Stay healthy, guys. Stay healthy. Alright, so as of recording this, I actually just finished reading Bonecryer's Moon. I enjoyed it. I'm giving it like 3.5 stars. There will be a full review for this one coming to the channel eventually. I'll probably do a little short review on Insta if you want to see that. But I mean, to sum it up, I really liked the characters. I loved the magic system and the world building. But I couldn't really get behind the romantic relationship at the heart of it. I wanted to, like I was almost there. But the pacing was really
odd in this book. There's like big time skips, like at moments where I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see how this unfolds, and it's like time skip. So you don't get to see like the build-up, you just get to see the unfolding, if that makes sense. So yes, full thoughts will be coming for that. But with the completion of Bonecryer's Moon, that means I've actually finished 5 books this month, which is awesome. 4 of them sitting here for ya. And then, of course, White Trash Warlock, which was an arc that I got in NetGalley and read on my phone. And there will be a full review for that coming as well. That book doesn't come out until, I want to say, early October, like me. I think it's maybe October 10th. Could be totally wrong. I'll put somewhere the actual date it comes out. But yeah, I thought it was a decent read. The month is technically not over. I'm recording this on the 29th, so 2 more days in July, and I'm going to start, I definitely won't finish, but I'm going to start Dark Dawn, which is the final book in the Nevernight Chronicles by G. Kristoff. I actually am going to do a reading vlog solely dedicated to this book. It's going to be like a reading vlog plus a review of this book and the whole trilogy, and that'll be something that I work on obviously while I'm reading it. Hopefully it will go up next month. That reading vlog is going to be kind of similar to how I did the Crescent City one. It's going to be more full of spoilers than that one though, and I'll probably mention a little bit about Dark Dawn in my regular monthly reading vlog for August, but yeah, the majority of my reading for that will be on its own little reading vlog, so that's going to be fun. And then obviously I showed you I'm trying to get another bookcase in here. I really think it's possible. They're just sold out at IKEA at the moment. So as soon as that happens, hopefully next month, that'll be really cool and exciting to have. Oh! The thing I remembered to do was I wanted to do like a book haul for the month. But the only books I got or remembered getting this month, I'm trying to think, I don't think I bought any books this month other than the 2 that came in the Fairyloot. So that is The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna, which I'm super excited, and it's just like stunning. Hopefully reading this one soon. And Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. Yeah, these were both the Fairyloot books for June. Very exciting book haul. They both appeared in this already. I did mention, I think in one of the early updates for the month, that I finally got my hands on a copy of Muse of Nightmares, the UK hardcover edition, and that is very exciting. I guess it is still on its way. The shipping said it could take anywhere from like 14 to 90 days. So that's cool. I might contact them and see if there's like a tracking number associated with it, because that's like a long wait. I don't know. I probably should contact and ask. But what I didn't mention is I've also gotten my hands on a UK hardcover edition of Strange the Dreamer, which means I have them both on their way to me. Strange the Dreamer, I've contacted someone on Twitter who is selling their copy, and yes, I'm very excited for them both to arrive. They're going to be gorgeous. Laini Taylor will definitely have her own shelf as soon as I can give her her own shelf to display just like the gorgeousness of the hardcover editions of her books. So this is the time of the video where I talk about the other videos that I'm planning to make for this channel and that I'm working on. You might have noticed that there hasn't been an upload from me in a bit. I needed to take a break. I needed to take a break from posting to YouTube. I think I just in general keep feeling like I'm hitting a creative wall, and I think a lot of that is because of like quarantine. I'm an introvert. I do pretty good being home alone, but I'm not alone. Like, I live with my family and I love them, of course I do, but it's also a bit like smothering to be like, ah yes, same pattern with them every single day. So I think I keep hitting a wall. Quarantine is finally getting to me in this like extreme level. Hopefully going into the next month it will be a lot more chill. I'm going to be a lot more careful. I'm still going to try to keep posting every week, but if I don't manage it, I don't manage it. That being said, the videos I'm working on. The third part of my Cold Lyoko series, I've watched everything, I've written the script. I basically just haven't sat down to film it yet. I want to do that next week. Those videos take a lot out of me because they're so long to film. Editing them is a lot of fun, but the filming is a lot. The first one I did, I ended up recording over like 3 or 4 days. That didn't really work. I wasn't like more motivated or anything. And the second one I did it in one sitting more or less, and that also left me feeling really drained. So I don't know. Video 3 is probably going to be a lot shorter. The script I wrote up, the way I'm talking about the episodes is a little different, but hopefully I will have that up a week after this goes up, so a week from now. I also, like I said, am working on full reviews for White Trash Warlock and Bonecryer's Moon. Those reviews will go up on Instagram TV first because they're going to be done separately, probably 2 different days. When they're both completed and completely edited, I will edit them together and post them on YouTube, kind of like how I did my last book review, which was Song of Achilles and Red, White, and Royal Blue. So you can look forward to that. Again, don't know exactly when that's going to be. Hopefully I get to them kind of soon so that I don't like forget everything about them. I mentioned that V and I are working on a like 1-year anniversary type video for the channel. It's the 1-year anniversary was last month, or it was early this month. It was early July. Whatever. It was early July. We didn't get it up then, but we kind of have an idea for it, so that's exciting. Hopefully we'll figure that out. And then, so this is like tentative. I don't know when you can like expect this or even when I'll sit down to work on it, but I've been watching a lot of films. One of my goals for the month was to watch a lot more movies and just enjoy them. I mean, I miss the theater a lot, and so I've been watching a lot of films, and there's at least one that I really want to talk about, so I think I'm gonna do some sort of review for that movie. I have a lot of like things to say. I think it's such a good film, and I think it is so like interesting parts of it. So no spoilers what it is. I kind of want to surprise you when it comes out. Hopefully that will be by the end of August, just so I can stay like close to when I actually watched it. And I'm also doing a video on a movie that I came across on YouTube. It's a paid, or like it's a real movie, but it's one of the free to watch movies on YouTube, and it's really weird sounding and looking, and I want to share it with you all. Is pretty much that. So that video will hopefully be coming this month. That's the goal. Video that I filmed and did a lot of work into and then ended up throwing out was a video about some Goodreads books, like books that are coming out way in the future and don't really have much in the way of a description, just maybe like a tagline or whatever, and I was like talking about them and how they sound interesting and whatnot. I filmed it and I hated it so much, so I think that also kind of added to the rut I was in with making videos. I just felt really dissuasive. Oh, is that a word? I felt dissuaded. That's a word. I think that's all for today's video. Like I said, I'm going to be diving into Dark Dawn. After Dark Dawn, I'm going to be reading another arc. Neither of those will happen until next month. And yeah, there should be some unboxings next month as well. I've got, you know, Fairyloot, monthly Fairyloot, monthly Illumicrate for July was delayed until August. So we'll have that, and then hopefully the August Fairyloot and August Illumicrate will also be in the video. And also the A Darker Shade of Magic box from Illumicrate should be in the video. Fingers crossed all those things turn out. And if Strange Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares arrive, they will also be unboxed on video for you. So if you like those, definitely can look forward to those. Yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me, even though I've been a little absent from the channel lately. I will see you guys hopefully next week with the Cold Lyoko video. If not, it'll be up in 2 weeks from now. Like, I do want to get it out definitely sooner than later. I'm really excited to talk about season 2. Alright, goodbye V, goodbye everyone else. Have a great day, night, whatever. I'm gonna go have lunch.